Almighty God, grant us the courage of Jesus Christ, your Son, to face the coronavirus pandemic with trust, strength, compassion, and resiliency. Give us the grace of the Holy Spirit to free us from fear and anxiety so we may do actions of help and support and look forward to our healing with hope. We pray for the health workers, food liners, maintenance cleaners, logistics abler, government leaders, and volunteers who continuously come together to deliver our daily needs to survive. Guide us from this time of crisis. Preserve us in peace. Protect the weak and vulnerable and those who serve the society during this pandemic. This we ask and pray in Jesus' name, our Savior. Amen. Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kantang tatak Pinoy. Kahit nasan ka man, kami ay mapapakinggan. Streaming worldwide, the future of radio in Manila, California, and Hong Kong. This is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio. Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. Dahil mahal namin kayo. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this station. Samahan na natin si Rachel Bonus at Ral Santos dito sa KPI, Kaunlaran at Pagbabago para sa inyo. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio Worldwide.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. Good afternoon from the Philippines, from Metro Manila. Good evening to our followers in the US, particularly in California. And also hi to our friends in the Middle East and other parts of Asia, such as Hong Kong. We'd like to call in our dear co-anchor, Raul Santos, to greet us also. Hi there, I
Yes,
love the
hello.
bookshelf.
Oh,
So
thank you.
dreamy.
Yes, hello. Good day to everyone, to all the Filipinos all over the globe. Hope you're all doing well. Staying safe, careful, staying home.
Yeah, stay home, please. There's so many reasons that we should stay home aside from just avoiding the virus, but also because that's a good time to spend with family. Ngayon, kung
That's right.
feeling niyo na naboboard kayo, um, our two guests today who are heroes kasi sila talaga yung nasa frontline. Uh, kung naboboard kayo, would you like to trade places with them? Because it's too overwhelming to be in their shoes, to be walking, to be serving nonstop. Um,
Oh,
not just a couple of families, not just 100 of uh, families, but thousands of families. In fact, the count for two of our guests. First of all, we want to acknowledge them, and maybe you can do the honors, Raul, who they are.
oh yeah. Well, we have two very remarkable guests today. Um, the first one is Cap Boy. He's Cap Clemente Manato, the barangay captain for Bagong Calzada, Calamba, Laguna. Later, we'll hear his story and all of their initiatives in Bagong Calzada. Very excited to hear what they've been doing, to learn about what they're doing. And also, another guest that we have today is actually a good friend of ours. Um, she is the owner of Gourmet Gypsy Art Cafe and the owner of Open Hand School, Chef Waya Arajos Wihanko.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that you're good friends, although I did uh, mention to her earlier that you're an avid patron. Yung pala talagang good for you. Knew each other from way
Yeah,
back.
actually, I don't know if she knows it, but she has influenced my life significantly, and also me as my wife's.
Ah,
Uh,
really? Kahit ba si Mia's also in keto
Yeah,
practice?
yeah, because actually I wouldn't have gotten to keto if it weren't for Mia. And it was Waya who actually introduced Mia to keto.
I see. I thought you just stumbled. Because me, I stumbled upon Gourmet Gypsy Art. They're one of the very few who started providing keto goods so that
Yeah,
you can
and
stick on. Because the
right,
hardest part is the in-between meals. Eh. Like if
right.
you want to have some bread, meat, the sweets. So
Yes.
dun ako nag-cheat. Eh ngayon, mahirap kasi nga with the quarantine, talagang cheat, mega cheat.
Right,
So, but a nice because yesterday she posted she had keto meal for herself, of course. Uh,
right.
and it's so admirable because they've been locked down with her staff. And then now talagang ang galing nung provisioning nila, no contact
Right.
pag magde-deliver sa kanila ng meats or whatsoever because for other people who may not have come across it yet, Waya every time steps up to the challenge and
Yep.
helps out whether it's a barangay calamity
Mm-hmm.
or Taal eruption. There she is. They're just always ready. And one of the questions
Right.
nga
Very
that
big-hearted woman.
yeah, very big heart and just keeps giving. And ito rin si Cap na second term na
Oh,
nagsisilbi.
hindi ka na mapupunta ng
Okay.
second term kung hindi maganda yung ginagawa mo nung unang term eh, di ba?
Yes, exactly. And I'm sure magkakaroon siya ng third term. Pero si Mrs. ni Cap na ang ayaw ng third term.
Ganun ba?
Napaka, napaka-unprecedented naman talaga kasi nito eh. Parang feeling mo, okay, barangay ka. Pag meron kami, kasi mga barangay local service public servants natin, usually you get to encounter them, if any at all, when you're applying for a business permit or someone's
Yes.
reporting a
Tama.
domestic altercation. Yun
Mm.
lang naman eh. But now,
Yun yung normal, yun yung regular na day-to-day. Bigla ngayon,
yes,
pagdating
and
nitong
fiesta.
pandemic, biglang, what?
Yeah, fiesta. Parang
Grabe.
so historic to be at that particular time.
Right.
Okay, so anyway, and speaking of these wonderful heroes, which we are so thankful for, I'd like to begin that with, we have to encourage everybody to see the silver lining, mala Miss Universe. See the silver lining in what we're going through. Sabi nga ng
Right.
anak ko, there's this almost 100-year-old person, and
Mhm.
it's going supposed to be viral, but I have hardly had the chance to be online. But imagine, he has survived the Spanish flu, the world wars, and now the pandemic. So,
Wala
talagang
siyang tinira.
talagang napakatatag niya, di ba? And all,
Overachiever to ah.
yeah, and all that's asked for us is to stay home. Imagine this gentleman has had to flee during the war to save his life. And it was wonderfully said by the Kenyan president na, had this been a violent war, you would not let your children out. You would
That's right.
all be in hiding. So
Mhm.
actually, this is a war, and the worst part is it's an invisible enemy because you never
Yes,
know. It's like Russian relay, and don't know if it's going to hit you. So
right.
might as well
Or
stay
if it's
home.
even close to you or not, you don't know. You have no idea. There's no way of telling.
Yeah, like even you had, if we become, if we were actually face to face,
Right.
it would be hard to tell if you had not had any exposure. So might
That's
as
right.
well. And
Are you on the
understandably
safe
naman,
side?
marami sa atin, yung ating komunidad, masisikip yung alleyway. So we
Yes.
just have to be creative on how to manage that. I'm sure meron namang way na isang dipa. Dipa ba is 1 meter? Isang dipa pa rin yung maging kahit gaano kasikip. Paglabas mo nung alleyway nyo, pwede pa rin na isang dipa yung distancing. Kasi
Right.
naintindihan ko naman, syempre, ang hirap. Especially if you're working on prepaid.
Mhm.
At next time nga, ang iniisip natin, because of the prevalence and the prevailing need of prepaid connection now, we will approach Smart or
Yes.
Globe to come up to the challenge, and then yun yung
Oh, step
ira-raffle
up to
off
the plate.
natin.
Yeah.
Yes, and raffle off just so they can say what they're thankful for. Because there's so many
Right.
things to be thankful for. It doesn't have to be the same thing every week. There are things. There are things. Parang for me this week, the challenge was my refrigerator just broke down. First, it was humming
Oh
so
no.
violently, and so I was
Oh, medyo
thinking,
big deal yun ah.
yeah.
So,
So
hindi, but
talagang
were you able to find anyone to repair
no,
your
and
fridge?
then they were kind enough. The brand is Panasonic, and then I ranted. I don't usually rant. I hardly rant, even if there's
Right.
something, because I feel there's nothing productive that will come out of it. But I had to use the power of social media and say what alagang Panasonic. But they did have someone constantly monitor what's
So
happening.
the ranting
So
worked, huh?
yeah, because you're going to replace it with the brand new one because obviously this is a lemon. And so
Right.
anyway, the following day, I was resigned to the idea that I'm going to manage the expectation of my daughter and tell her that we have to eat vegetables because that's it's easier to manage in
Mhm.
terms of it perishing or masira mabulok. And
Mhm.
then at the same I was going to teach her to eat vegetables. And
Yeah, and it's
but
nutrient dense to fight off any bacteria,
right,
and
right,
viruses.
it's healthier.
Yeah.
And also for her to discover the love for it because I was force fed vegetables. But anyway,
Oh.
on that day that I was resigned and wanted to take a positive spin on the whole thing, pero you know why gulay? Because I have a supermarket. I'm very thankful there's a supermarket down in this property where I'm staying.
Oh, wow.
So and no pila. So I'm very thankful for that. And
Nice.
also then suddenly by some sheer miracle, the refrigerator suddenly worked. So now
Huh?
it's working
Even before
again.
they replaced it, it started
And they're
working
not
now.
because they're going to replace it. I was getting a little desperate, feeling desperate because they're going to replace it after the ECQ pa. And with the extension, talagang
Okay.
patay. So I was just thinking, okay, I'll just have to go down because that's my major worry. I don't like I've developed agoraphobia. So I don't like going out. But
Yeah, I've,
then
I've
I was
seen
thinking,
I've seen your pictures when you go out, diba? I think you post on social media talagang
yes,
full
full
on
in
diba?
full battle
Tama,
gear.
tama yan,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but then it suddenly worked. So that got me thinking that positive mindset really works wonders because it will just roll back into positive outcome.
Right.
And
Parang
for
na-law
that,
of attraction mo yung pag-fix ng
yes,
switch eh.
correct. Law of attraction. I so believe in that.
Me
Like
also
those,
actually.
for example, when you text, just right before that, I'm actually thinking, should I tell him or should I forward
Yeah,
him
yeah,
this
yeah,
particular
yeah.
material? Yeah, it so
Right.
works. And speaking of which, I would like to start off the discussion, the conversation before we get to actually do the segment with our two very admirable guests. I want to share something I'm very thankful for. So let's
Oh.
start it off um, with what can we be thankful for? Because next week we will be featuring some of our followers and viewers to send us a short clips of what they are thankful for. For one, I'm very thankful for. I don't. Have you heard of Gawad Kalinga?
Oh yeah. The budget housing. They make low
Okay,
budget
it's
housing, diba?
okay. Yes, and it's a non-government organization, and all they are after is to keep helping with not expecting anything in return.
In
So
return.
now, yes, now
Okay.
it's spun off to, I mean, I'm very proud of this batchmate from grade school. It's spun off to GK-nomics, Gawad Kalinga Economics, that was providing for livelihood to women. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Now, so ngayon naman, ang ginagawa niya ay um, providing the help for quarantine center. So they've gathered in 1 week. They were able to build a quarantine center in Quezon City because Quezon City is so hard hit by the
Yeah.
virus. They have a lot of positive cases, and
Right.
so they built a quarantine center to avoid further overwhelming the
The other
hospitals.
hospitals, that's right. Okay.
Yes. So
How many
now
people would you know how many people it can accommodate?
150 beds. But
That's
still, that's a
wow,
lot.
yeah,
Kasi ang
that's a
hirap.
lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, that has to have the beddings, the beds, the PPEs, the everything that goes
Yes.
into a hospital. That's what they also need. So I
Galing.
am just going to pull up. In the meantime, you want to give the stats on the progress of our.
Oh, sure.
Kasi,
Yeah, but hold on. Let me share my screen for that. Okay. Hold on.
yeah, because mine too is I have already shared this earlier. It's
Can you see
not
my
pulling
screen?
up. No, there you go.
You do? You see my screen?
Yes, I do. Wow,
Okay.
kahapon
So yeah.
6-8. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. So this is actually this is the numbers as of these are the numbers as of 4 p.m. yesterday because I think DOH releases the numbers every 4 p.m. So this is 4 p.m.
Yeah.
yesterday. So we're at 7,192 cases. Um, but so we have 477 deaths so far, but 762 recoveries. So if you look at the comparison of that, because when we first started, the numbers were very high in terms of deaths compared to the recoveries, and now almost double na yung recoveries natin compared to the deaths. No, so I think that's a good thing. So 15 new deaths, but 40 new recoveries. That's pretty significant. So I think actually I did a bit of analysis. I'd like to share it here. Um,
Yes, please.
so I wanted kasi to see if we were going the right direction. So if you can see here, the top table, these are the numbers now from our first episode for this season was in March 28th. So I had the numbers then on March 27. At that time, we started out with just 800 cases and then there were
Yeah.
54 deaths and 31 recoveries. To the following week, which was April 4, it jumped. The number of cases jumped from 803 to 3,018 cases.
Mhm. More
So
than
talagang
200%.
yeah, tapos pataas siya ng pataas week on week. So now we're here at 7,192. But if you notice, the increase isn't as big as when it first started. And then the deaths also. Actually, I have the percentages on the next column, the next table, no, the weekly trend. So meaning here for the cases and deaths and recoveries from March 27 to April 4, the number of cases increased by 375%. And then the following week, 146%. And then to April 18, 137%. So
Uy,
pababa na
bumababa.
pababa. Oh, pababa na pababa, which is very, very, very encouraging, no? In terms of yung deaths, ganun din. From 252% noong April 4 to 181%, tas April 18, 160%. Yan, pababa na pababa yung deaths. And then the recovery is also increasing or at least stabilizing at a higher rate.
Yeah,
Tapos,
so
yeah, go ahead.
that's wonderful kasi you'd hear some comments that the numbers may
Right.
not be accurate, may not be near, but even if it's not near, but there's a trend of going down, then we can follow the
Yes,
trend and be thankful.
absolutely. Yeah, I believe in
Yeah.
trends eh. So here
So
then, yung ratios to cases, for example, meaning at the bottom table, the deaths here is in relation to the number of cases. The recoveries here are also in relation to the number of cases. So for example, from March 27, 54 deaths to 803 cases. That's 6.7%. The recovery is 31 recoveries to 803 no March 27, 3.9%. If you'll notice, from March 27, week on week, April 4, April 11, April 18, April 24, the deaths are generally stable in terms of percentages, just playing around between 4 to 6%. But the recovery, grabe, from 3.9% ng March 27, now it's 10.6%. So, parang I think we're doing something right. Uh,
yes, and that is staying home more than anything. It's
yes,
really
yes,
staying home.
right.
So
So aside,
people,
yeah, go ahead. Yes, please.
oh, I no, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say people, please stay home. And sorry to
Oo
cut you
eh.
off.
No, no, no. Oo talaga. Like, just stay home. Because, yun nga, the guests that we'll have later, like Capboy, they'll tell us about all of their initiatives, all of their hard work, and what they do to keep us all safe. But we also have to do our part, diba? We have to, parang it can't just be, we can't just rely completely on them or the government or outside factors. We ourselves, what can we do? So,
Ex-
I listed some of them down here. So these are what can we do to help continue these positive trends. So yun nga, first of all, pinakauna talaga is staying home as much as possible. Washing of hands, ilang beses na natin narinig yan. kung hindi man sa mga Viber groups natin, WhatsApp groups, di ba?
Yeah.
Then don't touch your faces when you're out. Always wear masks, or if you have gloves. Obviously, not all have gloves, but if you have gloves, use them. Social distancing, please. And then yung mga gamit na mga dala natin sa labas when we go out, when we do groceries or buy medicine or go to the bank or what have you. When we come back, lahat ng gamit sana natin na galing sa labas, wag nang ipasok sa bahay hanggang hindi mo na ma-disinfect. No, kahit kami ganun ginagawa dito, kahit yung clothes namin, shoes, slippers, keys, wallets, bags, groceries, yung cash or coins, meron kami ginagawa, yung parang we have like a mesh bag.
Okay.
Parang net siya. So lalagay mo din yung coins and money mo, ilulublob pag bago ka pumasok ng bahay, lublob mo na siya ngayon sa water with soap. So na-disinfect na kagad yung cash mo and coins, tapos papatuyuin mo na lang mamaya sa araw. Ganon.
Okay. Diba? So ano yung nilalagay mo sa mesh bag bago ka pumasok?
Coins, keys, mga ganyan.
Hindi naman yung hindi naman yung telephone, yung cellphone mo, ganyan.
Wag naman cellphone. Tubig na may soap yan, mahirap.
Yeah, because I have one of my barkadas every night because syempre ang tawag OC. And talagang we were all scared. So she would wash and thinking she's doing something good. She would wash her cell phone every night. And finally, one morning, she goes, I'm so stressed. My phone has conked out. Has given up on me. I go, yes. Why? What's happening? Tapos kunento niya, lagi niyang inuhugasan, thinking that, I'm doing good.
Inuhugasan? As in gripo?
Yeah. Tapos sabi ko, well, it's not invented as a plate. That's why. So sabi ko, but I feel for you. This is not the time to break anything. So what else are we thankful for? So just to show you that that about the Gawad Kalinga na initiative. And now it's called the Kalinga Contra Corona. Hope Kalinga Contra Corona. Please go to their page kasi any amount will do. If you don't know where to send your help, whether in kind or monetary, financial, they have built in a week's time a quarantine center. Kasi malalaman natin kay Kap mamaya na pag merong cases, pag merong simptomas, hindi na tayo kailangan pumunta sa ospital kagad. Kasi doon there are dangers of either you are infecting the other people, and mamaya nasa ICU pa sila and our healthcare workers. So, kailangan pumunta muna sa quarantine center. Kailangan tawagan ang Barangay Health Emergency Response Team. So, ano ba yung quarantine center? Dahil nga, alam natin na na-overwhelm na yung Quezon City, this particular batch of physicians ay gumawa ng tungang Gawad Kalinga, offshoot of the Gawad Kalinga Economics, GKnomics. Ang goal is, are you able to see the slide, the photos?
Not yet.
Okay.
Are you sharing it already?
I am sharing it already.
Okay.
So maybe it has to be we're encountering a little challenge, but anyway, I'll continue with the story.
Okay.
They coordinated with the Korean Philippine IT Institute.
We see the
There
screen.
we go. Okay, so that's please go to their FB page. That's Hope Kalinga Contra Corona. Ang advocacy nila, they were able to and achievement. They were able in 1 week. Last week, they were able to put up a quarantine center through the help of the Korean Philippine IT Institute. Siya ay naging quarantine center. So may Novaliches to, I googled. So yung 150 beds na yon, they were able to supply the PPEs, the 150 beds with the corresponding beddings. Is it showing the actual image? Because what I see here is I put it on slideshow, but what I see is still
Yeah,
the
it's still not
gallery.
on the slideshow mode. I think you need to click
I did.
from current slide. Or maybe it's
There's
just focusing.
there's just a slight delay, but anyway, there were packages. They were very smart about it. There were packages from building a room of 5,000 pesos if that's what you can afford, or equip
Grabe.
the warriors for 10,000 pesos, or adopt a whole room for 20,000 pesos. But of course, anything helps. And
Of
sabi
course.
mo nga, there are different ways that one can help. It doesn't have to be financial. It doesn't have to be sending anything in kind. It can also be through your effort. But particularly
Right.
this is my best friend, and she she's the one in charge of the logistics, the administration here in the country, because meron tong mga donors from other countries. And her name is Kay Echave Hernandez, and she's always had this giving heart. So, is it already on slideshow? Are you able to?
No, I think the screen sharing stopped now.
The screen sharing stopped. So anyway, going back, her name is Kay Echave Hernandez, and she has donated her time. So dahil nasa ibang time zone yung mga sinusolicit na
Mhm.
donors, yung iba, and then kailangan bayaran. So she's awake so late just so she can coordinate with a time zone in in California, where most of the donors were. And then
Wow.
in the morning,
Yeah.
during the daytime, she's paying the suppliers. Of course, they still have to buy the beds, the beddings, what have you. So now, please go to their page. The page in FB is Contra Hope Kalinga Contra Corona. There's a pun. There's a play of
Play on words.
there's a play. So let
Clever.
me Yeah. So, and then also, of course, we have to be thankful that these people are able to give their time.
Right.
And there are so many ways that we can help out in this calamity, in this pandemic. And so we want to encourage other people. Please send us a message on with
Yes,
your
please.
video on what you're thankful for. Another thing there was this whole family na gumawa sila ng, I'll try to share it again later, gumawa sila ng assembly line to make the masks. So one of the
Ah,
things that
cute.
yeah, like for example, the Lola is the one attaching the acetate mask
Right, right.
on the foam. And then they were able, kasi it all started when they made 30 pieces. Tapos
Okay.
maya-maya, they gave it to a doctor na papasok na sa ospital. And the other doctors got to use it. So that brought up the aha moment na let's make more. So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
announced
yeah.
it, and they
Galing.
got Europex to give them those foams, kasi actually those foams naman can
Ah,
be
talaga?
retaso
Sponsoran ka
foam.
ng Eurotex?
Yeah. So, ngayon, naka
Wow.
10,000 na sila. And speaking of, kasi syempre ang hirap magpa-deliver, no? Like my titas are saying, paano ba yan? Ang hirap magpa-deliver. So me, I've showed you this. I craft my own whenever I have to go down because I'm so really scared about it. So this is just a Ziploc. And then before I used to put it on my cap. But now,
Right.
to further protect me, I put it
Sa glasses
against
pa rin.
yes on my glasses. So I just put it like that, and I always have something handy in my
Automatic
bag.
face shield, oh.
So how crafty, isn't
MacGyver.
it? I mean, it doesn't have to be, and I don't care that it's not fashionable. Who cares? I
Okay
mean,
lang
all I
yan,
want to
oh. As long
do,
as it serves the purpose, yeah.
yeah, it serves a purpose, and all I want to do is to be able to go home already. So people, ano lang yan, Ziploc. In fact, iniisip ko nga, pati dapat magkaroon ako ng poncho made of cellophane. Alam mo yung trash bags. So, itatapon ko na lang. And in fact, I came across this WHO video na after 4 days, supposed to be patay na yung virus. So if you have a place like you that you're able to stash it out there,
Right.
you can reuse it. But of course, you can just throw it. Tsaka na natin intindihin yung environmental concerns about these plastics.
Right.
Anyway, we're healing right now.
Or disinfect it with alcohol, di ba? And then reuse it.
Yeah. And then what else have I discovered just right before we go on a break? Yes, right before we go on a break, one thing more. Do you know turmeric?
Turmeric, yeah. The spice.
Di ba they're powder? Yeah, the spice. They're powder that you usually see. Then finally, I saw how it looks like. It looks like a little, it's not garlic, that luya, ginger. It looks like a very tiny ginger. And then you boil it. Kasi it's supposed to be anti-inflammatory and good for your immune system.
That's
When
right,
you boil it like you're boiling your salabat, and then put it in the fridge.
Okay.
Then the whole day, that's what I drink. It's like a spike. Di ba? Meron mga inuman. It's like a spike drink. It's like a gin and tonic minus it's a mocktail. That's how it tastes like. And I'm able to drink like more than a liter a day.
So wait, it's just water and turmeric that you boil and then you fridge?
Yeah, and then I make it
thought
cold.
there was like alcohol with it.
No. Bawal nga, di ba? Meron liquor ban. So when we come back, later on, towards the end, that's when I'll ask again everybody to send in your video on what you're thankful for.
Yes, please.
Because we have
good vibes.
Yes,
to all the Filipinos all over the world.
And we'll show your video next week. But I'll have a drink, and then when we come back, we'll have Cap over already. Makikipagkwentuhan tayo sa kanya kung paano nila nagawa na zero ang kanilang, wala pa silang cases. Yes, ang galing.
That's
okay,
pretty
see you.
Yeah.
Stay
Okay.
on. At ang
See
mga
you.
taga Bagong Kalsada, Barangay Bagong Kalsada, your captain is coming.
Yep. Don't go anywhere.
Yes, don't go.
Magbabalik ang KPI, Kaunlaran at Pagbabago para sa inyo sa V81 Radio Worldwide. Technology allows us to explore a variety of opportunities. So why not grab one for you? Kickstart your online business with Big Benta. Create an account, visit our store builder, then make your online shop. Be visible, gain customers, and run your business hassle-free. Plus, enjoy the support of our local merchandising team to maximize our platform. Make technology work for you with Big Benta, Pinoy e-commerce site made for you. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local. You've got space? Be a host at BK's. Let that room, condo unit, resort, hotel, or event space bring in profit for you. Have those rented out for a short-term vacation or long-term stay. Earn while offering your space to be someone's home away from home, or an area to make new memories. Only at BK's. Log on to bks.ph now. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local. May items ka na gustong ibenta? Or planning to buy something specific? Visit pinoyads.ph, a free online classified ads na available to all. Post an ad para sa item that you want to sell. Or browse through the listing to find out what you're looking for. Connect with the community to to explore, discover, buy and sell. Be the boss of every transaction sa PinoyAds.ph. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local. Balikan na natin ang KPI, Kaunlaran at Pagbabago para sa inyo sa V81 Radio Worldwide.
Another thing I'm thankful for is that we are part of V81. Because
Yes, indeed.
yes, it's a trailblazing effort that started even before the pandemic to broadcast digitally. And it even has, not only are we live streaming now on Facebook, and we're also live streaming on YouTube. We have V81 has an app on iOS and Android. And lastly, sa ating Amazon Echo. So as promised, Cap is with us already at makikipagkwentuhan tayo kung paano nangyari na wala pa rin silang COVID sa kanilang lugar. So why don't you introduce our highly esteemed barangay chair?
Yes, as mentioned earlier, we would like to bring in Cap Clemente Manato or Captain Boy Manato. He's the barangay captain of Bagong Kalsada, Calamba, Laguna. Is he here? Oh, there.
Yes.
There he is.
Hello po.
Yes, hello. Hi,
Magandang
Cap.
hapon.
Good
Magandang hapon din po. Good afternoon.
Maraming salamat, Chair. Alam namin na hobby mo, talagang mahal na mahal mo ang iyong komunidad na wala kang ginawa kundi mag-monitor at maglakad sa mga pasaway.
Yes. Alam namin busy ka. Salamat sa pagsama pa rin dito sa show natin.
Apo.
Ayan.
So nakikita ko nga, Cap Boy, parang isa nakita ko sa picture nyo. Ang laki na pinayat nyo na eh. Siguro talagang busy talaga kayo o nag-diet ba kayo niyan?
dati 165 pounds ako eh. Ngayon 150 na lang.
Pero
kakaserbisyo sa barangay.
Sama na po yun. Tsaka kasamang diet talaga. So,
meron talagang diet. Okay.
Okay.
So,
pero sa lakad nyo lang po, ano ba yung lakad ho ba kayo o motor pag ronda ng inyong
motor po, motor. Motor para mas mabilis. Oo.
Kasi
medyo, meron kaming straight yung lakad.
Okay. Pakita ko sa ating mga kasama, mga nanonood, kung anong itsura ng inyong komunidad. Hindi siya usually hindi siya yung usual na masikip eh. So maganda naman maaliwalas. So ito yung mga efforts ni Cap. Thank you din kay Mayor Justin Chipeco. Ayan, nag-prepare sila. Nakikita na ba?
Ito ang itsura ng 0 cases.
Yes, at napaka-organized hindi siya masikip sa barangay nyo, no?
Hindi po, hindi. Maluwang.
Ano mong population nyo, Cap? Mga nasa 5,000?
Wala naman po. 3,000, more or less 3,009, gano'n. 3,800, gano'n po.
Mga almost 4,000.
Opo,
Okay.
more.
Okay.
Konti po.
Never kayo nagkaroon ng PUI?
Meron isa galing sa pabrika, pero home quarantine lang siya. Okay naman po. Wala naman pong lumabas. Okay naman. Tapos na po siya dun sa home quarantine. At nabigyan na po siya ng certificate ng aming City Health na free na siya. Tapos check up sa kanilang company. Okay naman po. Wala na.
So, ngayon quarantine na siya talaga. Wala nang pasok. Pero before anything, kasi kasama natin magkwentuhan si Te Nakajima from Japan. Hello! Good afternoon from Japan daw, Cap.
Hi, good afternoon. Konnichiwa.
Gemma Banayado.
Good afternoon po.
Yes, si Baka mga kasama niyo na to sa lugar niyo, si Liza Vivas, si
Opo.
Connie. Hi,
Mhm.
Lisa. Si Connie Pangilagan. Hibe. Yan, alam ko, kasama niyo yan. Si Mary
Opo.
Grace Coffee. Hi, Mommy. Ano daw? Gemma Babayado. Siguro nakalala natin na.
Ang dami yung fan cup
Mhm.
Si Cherry De Torres. Hi, Pilar. And sabi ni Gemma Banayado, stay safe. And si Diane Homeres ay nanonood din. Thank you very much. Ito na ang ating bayani ngayon na walang ginawa kundi magtrabaho. So please, kung kaya niyo po yung ginagawa niya, sige, palitan niyo na lang ho siya kung naboboard kayo sa bahay. Palitan natin si Cap. So, ito ang laman ng relief goods. Alam mo, Kap, lagi kong sinasabi yan, bakit ba kung dapat yung mas tumatagal, and buti naman nagbigay ho kayo ng munggo. Kasi mas maraming makakain yan.
Ang tagal mo nang sinasabi yung munggo na yun. Tama naman talaga. Marami talaga mapakain. Maraming bubusugin ng munggo eh.
Oo, at pag sinamahan mo pa ng sotanghon, di ba? Parang the whole hapon. Yes, kasi di ba sabi nila nag-expand daw? Pag ganyan.
Pamparami.
Pampanahan. Tapos, hindi pa tingin, okay. Tapos ito naman, yung maganda yung nila yung kanilang lugar, maraming puno, kaya rin kailangan magmotor, parang mahirap nga maglakad-lakad.
Maliwalas.
Sa kalsada na lang namin, maraming puno ng nara eh.
So
National Road.
So ayan, kaya kailangan ngayon na-imagine ko na kung bakit mahirap maglakad kasi mahirap dumating sa mga neighborhoods. Parang ilang metro yung layo, hindi sila yung mga kapitbahay na paglabas mo ng gate, nandyan na.
Nandyan na, oo.
Ano ba yung sikreto kung bakit zero cases
Ayun
kayo?
Nga, tatanungin ko eh. Kasi baka pwede nyo i-share yung best practices na paano bang maging barangay kalsada, bagong kalsada?
Okay. Medyo mahirap. Kuwari, meron po kasi kaming wet market sa Lipapaano. Talagang nakatutok lang po kami. 24 oras kasama ko yung mga aking konsihal, mga BPSO, mga barangay quick response team ko, saka po yung aking women's desk, kasama rin namin yan. Yung aking mga iba pong volunteer na kasama namin. Talagang nag-iigpit po kami. Kada mga street na papasok, meron po yung bantay. Bantay sarado po kami. Doon sa aming wet market, kahit maliit lang yung talipapa namin, talagang kinukontrol po namin na kung maaari distansya sila. Ako po mismo, lagi ko silang sinisita, pinapagalitan na sinasabihan ko na bawal. Kaya nasunod naman. Meron pa kaming sa looban namin, may 2 barangay pa rin kami doon, Sukulat Masile. Katuwang din po namin sila doon sa aming mga boundaries. Katulong din po namin yung karatig barangay namin sa pagpapatupad ng ECQ.
So yung karatig,
ayun po.
So yung karatig barangay nyo po, kasamahan nyo rin na talagang in close coordination kayo nung kanilang...
Opo, yung kanila. Opo.
So bawal ang makikapit-bahay mula sa barangay nila, sa barangay nyo.
Opo.
Hindi pwede.
Tama yun. Malaking bagay yun.
Opo, meron din sila doon kasi meron din sila doon tinatawag natin yung barikada. Pag lumabas, siyempre minsan sa dami rin, nakakalusot sa kanila, harangin din namin o nasan yung quarantine pass ninyo, nasaan yung ito lahat, hinahanap din namin ng ID. Ayan. Tulungan na lang po kami. Kung halimbawa sa amin naman makakalusot, pupunta sa kanila, haharang din nila. Pinakalusot dito. Sige pa. Gigayan lang. Tulungan po kami ng 3 barangay namin. Kaya yung Masile, Sukol, Barangay Masile, tsaka po Bagong Kalsada, free pa kami. Pero ang pinaka-entrance, yung amin po barangay. Kaya medyo...
Kayong buwad.
Oo, mukha kayo yung bungad. Wow, impressive
Opo.
na 0 kayo. At kaya
Opo.
naman si Ching Malyari, hello kay Ching Malyari na proud daw siya sa'yo. Thank you, Cap. Sobrang proud po kami sa'yo. COVID-free pa rin ang BK. Wow. Siyempre, ayun na yung pinakamagandang marireceive natin ngayong COVID season, di ba?
Opo.
At sabi, hi to Nene or si Leonora Perilla Karait. Yan ang assistant ni Cap. Ngayon, that's very important. Alam niyo, kahit hindi naman magagawa ni Cap lahat, importante yung
Opo.
team. Sabi nga niya, yung
Opo.
volunteer.
Yes.
Tapos yan, si Miss Nene, siya rin yung nag-asikaso para ma-interview natin si Cap. So Cap, pag may simptomas, ano ba yung alam ba nila kung paano i-approach, paano tawagan?
Ano yung step-by-step procedure? Anong
Yes,
step
step by step, please.
Halimbawa, katulad ko, may katulad kahapon, may tumawag. Hindi raw siya makahinga. Di syempre, yung ating pong BQRT kasi yung Barangay Quick Response Team namin, medyo aral na sila pagdating dyan. Saka po yung ating driver. Meron na po silang PPI, kaya magtututpo sila ng PPI nila lahat. Tapos, dadali sa hospital kung saan nilang gustong hospital. Tapos, pagbalik, kung let's say naka-admit na, pag-uwi po, maliligo, yung kanilang mga PPI, lalabhan.
Yan, importante yan.
Bibilad sa araw, tapos isprayan din po ng alcohol. Tapos, yung pinakasasakyan namin, i-sprayan din. Meron po kami pang-spray. Tapos pagkatapos ng spray, yung alcohol. At tawa naman po ng Diyos wala na po kami. Ang PUM na lang po namin ngayon ay 3 na lang. Pero walang simptomas kaming nakikita. Kasi ang ginagawa po nga namin, galing sila sa ganung bayan. Ang hahanap namin agad, kayo ba binigyan nung sa barangay na pinanggalingan, may binigyan ba kayo ng free COVID pa sila ron? Okay naman daw po. So, tinatawagan ko yung barangay nila. Pupunta natin dito.
Okay.
Ano ba yan? Kamusta ba dyan? Nagba kasi na-lockdown yung taga-bagong kalsada. Na-lockdown sa ganung lugar. Gusto nang umuwi. Tatawagan ko yung kapitan or yung sa barangay din nila. Yan po ba, COVID-free pa rin kayo? Opo naman, kapitan. Wala naman po. Sige. Tapos pagdating dito, ipipum din namin sila. Hindi kayo pwedeng lumabas. Dito lang kayo stay at home na talaga kayo. Kaya monitor po naman yan ng ating mga barangay health worker. Yan. Kaya po
ang gusto ko sa naririnig ko sa inyo, Kap, yung coordination niyo sa mga kapitbahay niyong barangay. Ang ganda naman ng ginagawa. Malaking bagay yun para nalalaman mo. Pinanggalingan mo bang barangay? Meron bang kaso na dyan? Para alam mo kung kailangan extra ingat dito sa pagpapasok ng barangay nyo.
Let's say yung mga karatig barangay namin, meron na yan Ginagawa kong minsan. So, sa pinaka-checkpoint namin, pagpapasok, pinapag-usapan namin. Siyempre, di ba, meron kasing EO na lahat ng commodities free. Hindi ba, libre lahat kaya lang, Minsan, pinakikiusapan ko naman namin. Ang sabi ko dun sa mga frontliner namin, kunsihal ko na, pakiusapan kung pwede natin tayo na lang yung mag-aatid, halimbawa mineral water. Baka pwedeng meron naman kami naka-standby. Or kung hindi, tawagan nyo na lang po yung umorder sa inyo, just na lang po kukunin. Yung mga lalamove natin, ganun din. Okay, may delivered doon sa Tukol Masile or doon sa amin mismo Tanayon. Pinapara lang.
Lalamove, ang sinasabi nyo, kayo na lang, sarili nyo na lang, kayo na mag-deliver, ganun ba? Tama ba yun?
May deliver din sila.
Okay.
Sa checkpoint pa lang, harangin namin. Sir, ang deliver niyan doon po. Baka pwedeng yung tao na lang, yung papuntahin namin dito. O kung gusto ninyo, opo, gano'n. Kung papayag. Kung hindi naman, pinaradiretso namin. Baka kasi mamaya kami naman ang katuhan. Kasi nga, kapag mga, di ba?
Tama, oo.
Ang sinasabi na lang namin, kasi po, free pa kami. Kami, pinag-iingatan ko yung mga kabarangay namin. Naintindihan naman, siyempre alam naman din nila, okay naman kapitan, wala naman po problema. Kahit yung mga kumpiyal ko, gano'n na sinasabi. Okay naman po. At salamat din sa SK ko pala. Yung mga SK ko, tsaka yung aking treasurer, sila yung aking mga repacking. pagdating sa mga pagdating ng relief, sila yung nagre-repack sa gabi nila ginagawa. Para hindi raw mainit at ito umaga, di ba?
Oo, kasi grabe pagka pag ganito hapon, mainit eh.
Kaya yung aking treasurer at saka po yung aking mga SK, sila yung nagre-repack. Kasi hindi naman po gawang biro. Pero nyo, 50 kaban, dalawa katulad nung dati yung munggo, 10 kabang munggo, hindi gawang biro eh. Let's say bukas, ang pamimigay namin, order kami ng litres ng 1,200 kilos na talong.
Oh, wow!
Talong.
Buti naman!
Sarap.
Talong?
Opo, 1,200 kilos.
Kasi mas marami makakakain pag yun. Pag prinito sa may toyo, di ba? Sarap.
Tapos
So,
naka-request din tayo sa San Miguel Corporation. Salamat nga pala kay Dr. Roy Mujer ng San Miguel.
Ano yung na-request nyo ho?
5,000 fresh eggs na itlog.
Fresh eggs.
Fresh eggs.
Ah, wow.
5,000 na fresh eggs.
5,000, opo. Tapos sa aming...
Ayan, keto.
Tapos yung sa aming konsyal, kay Kuya Joey Chipeco, kasama rin si Mayor, naka-request naman po ako kanina lang ng 3,000 itlog, hard-boiled naman siya. 3,000.
Hard-boiled na.
Pamimigyan namin yun bukas.
Pero paano yan? Sabagay, kasi iniisip ko, paano yan kung 4,000 yung inyong population, tapos 5,000 yung itlog? Tag-iisa lang.
Tag-iisa.
Ang population, ginawa lang po namin per house, per family.
Per family. Isang tray?
Per family. Hindi po, siyempre, hinati-hati namin. Lumabas na sa fresh egg, 4 na piraso. Sa dami kasi.
Per family.
Oo, per family. Tapos
okay na yun.
luto,
Scrambled egg, tapos hati-hati na lang.
Kung
gusto nila, tortahin yung talong. Pwede rin.
Ayun. Tama.
Yeah.
Tortang talong, panalo.
Kaya palaman, lagyan ng konting mayo, extender. So lahat ba ng kalye, nagpipita nyo mo pag rumuronda kayo? Every day?
Opo, every night. Tsaka every day. Ngayon lang po, katapos-tapos lang rumonda yung aking mga kunsyal kasama yung BPS o yung mga batang nahuli. At yung pinagsabihan ko lang naman, ito yung maaaring mangyari sa atin. Di ba? O maaaring mangyari sa inyo. Kaya, magabi, ganun din po. Lagi po kami nagro-ronda at nanguhuli po kami. At hindi naman namin, pinaliliwanagan lang naman namin, para malaman din nila. O maaaring alam din lang nila, kaya alam minsan kasi yung iba talaga, siguro naboboring sa bahay. Para mga kabataan lang naman.
Minsan kasi kahit alam mo na, mahirap pa, iba pa rin yung, kahit alam mo, mahirap pa rin gawin di ba? Iba yung iba yung ginagawa.
Alam mo, Kap, kung nabobore sila sa bahay, sabihin mo na lang siguro, tara, sama ka, ikaw ang tagabigay. Tapos lakad ka. Bored ba?
Wala naman. Marami naman nagbo-volunteer. Kaya lang, yung inaano ko lang, hindi ko lang rin tinatanggap. Kasi, baka sila naman na mapahamak. Diba?
Baka delikado pa eh.
That's true.
Ang nakakatuwa lang po, mayroong mga street, lalo sa malapit nun sa tatay mo, ma'am, yung kalye ron, sila na nagbarikada, nagpaalam ka, harangan na namin yung aming kalsada, kami na lang magbo-voluntary magbabantay. Sabi ko kayo, mas maganda yan para yung street ninyo, nababantayan, hindi nakapapasok ng iba. May ganong sila na mismo, nagkukusa, nagpapaalam naman.
Okay. So, sabi niyo po, pag may tumawag sa inyo, yung birth, dadalhin nila sa ospital, wala ko kayong quarantine center?
Sa barangay, kasi po yung birth, nung nag-meeting kami before, dapat may isolation ng barangay.
Yes.
Pero meron naman kami nakahanda. Kaya lang po yung iba, mas gusto nila sa bahay. Pag PUM pa lang, pero pag PUI, dinadala na sa ospital agad. Or pag na-check up na maayos, doon sila sa bahay na lang nila. Kasi po yung naging PUI namin, nangungupahan lang, nagtrabaho.
Okay.
Kaya pagdating sa bahay niya, wala siyang kasama. Kaya okay lang nandun siya sa bahay niya. Kasi
Yes.
wala,
Yes. Okay.
wala siya namang kasama.
Okay.
Ganun lang po.
And so, paano, kasi na-mention niyo po yung inyong calamity fund for
Opo.
first quarter na gamit niyo na. So,
Opo,
paano
opo.
ba yung, mabilis lang ba magpa-approve? Sino bang kailangan saan dumadaan para magpa-approve? Kasi iniisip ko lang in times like this na emergency, paano yun?
Right.
We cannot wait
replenishment.
for 1 week turnaround. Paano ho ba?
Let's say, di ba, ngayon, 3 months pa lang, yun pa lang pwede mong ilabas yung budget para doon. Mabilis naman po. Yan lang namin sa
Okay.
accounting department kung anong gagawin, tapos pa-approve namin din sa COA at sa accounting. Kung okay na, wala naman ng problema, nailabas naman namin at naipamigay na rin po namin sa aming kabarangay. Hindi naman po siya financial, binili lang po namin ng mga canned goods, bigas, ayun, basta ang namin pong pinamigay sa aming mga kabarangay.
So, mga gamot,
Okay.
hindi kayo namimili ng mga gamot?
Bumili po ako ng vitamins kasi nakakahirapan na, pero pinariority ko po nung time na yon ay para sa senior citizen. Kasi di ba, laging senior citizen ang madaling tamaan.
Yes.
Kaya bumili po kami ng vitamin C. Yung po agad
Mapalakas
yung
resistensya.
binigay po agad namin yung aming mga senior citizen.
Mhm.
Tapos bumili rin po kami agad ng alcohol. Namigay rin kami agad ng alcohol sa bahay-bahay. Alam naman natin, nagmahal ang alcohol. Talaga namang halos nag-triple yung presyo. Kaya kahit mahal, no choice kami bumili rin para
No
na sa mga
choice,
barangay.
oo.
Right.
So, sa retail ho kayo namimili, hindi sa mga, yung parang wholesaler?
Nakabili po kami ng wholesaler, container na. Container na yung yung iba namang galon, container. Hanggang sa, basta po lahat ng aming purok sa hanggang purok, nabigyan naman po namin.
Okay. So, Chair, bago tayo mag-close, meron ho ba kayong announcement? Meron ho kayong gusto ihingi na tulong just in case meron tayo mga makakatulong, merong kapasidad tumulong?
Una po, nagpapasalamat ako sa aming mayor, kay Mayor Justin Marquez Vichipego, kay Boss. Ako magpasalamat sa lahat ng ayudang binibigay niya sa amin, financial, mga relief. Boss, maraming salamat. Ganon din sa aming Vice Mayor na talaga namang pinupuntahan pa rin kami sa aming barangay para silipin, kamustahin kung ano nangyayari sitwasyon sa aming barangay. Ganon din po sa aming mga konsihal ng aming City Government of Calamba. Lagi rin po silang nandiyan para bigyan kami ng tulong. No? At ako po bilang Calambeño, proud o pinagmamalaki ko ang aming City Government of Calamba dahil sa buong Laguna kami rin lang kauna-unahang magbibigay ng ayuda ang aming mayor ng halagang 3,000 na hindi mabibigay ng DSWD. No? Kaya ako bilang Calambeño, proud.
Galing. So, ayan. Okay po kami dito sa aming barangay. Sabi ni Pilar Largo. So, thank you very much, Kap. Sabi ni Ayesha Venturina. Hi! Good PM po. Dayan Humeres. Of course, si Nene. And si Andrea Vivas. Stay safe. Good afternoon. All right. Thank you very much. And we'll be back with another inspiration. Thank you po sa lahat ng hard work talaga.
Thank you, Kap.
Salamat po. Salamat
We'll
po
be
din
in
sa
touch
inyo, ma'am.
again. Yes, thank you.
Salamat po. Salamat.
Yan. Okay, ingat.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll be back with Waya, a very inspiring person that sana maging contagious ang kanyang never-ending desire to help.
Yes. Pero ako gusto ko rin yung ang ganda sa mga sinabi ni Cap na yung mga ginagawa nila for them to stay 0 cases for that barangay is karamihan mga sinabi natin kanina dun sa mga what we should do from our end to help keep the trends positive, diba? Yun din, nare-reinforce. So, para dun sa mga ayaw maniwala, siguro naman, sinabi na ni Cap, sinabi na ni Rachel, Siguro
Sabi
naman,
na ni Ral.
hindi na kami lahat mali, di ba? Siguro naman may tumama dito.
Yeah, so when we come back, let's start that interesting conversation with Waya.
Yes. Okay.
Magbabalik ang KPI, Kaunlaran at Pagbabago para sa inyo sa V81 Radio Worldwide. Para enjoy ang pakikinig sa V81 Radio kahit saan, we are now on your Amazon Echo devices. Just say, Alexa, play V81 Radio at i-enjoy ang inyong mga paboritong Pinoy music 24/7. Sabihin lang, Alexa, play V81 Radio. Kabayan, nahuhomesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kantang tatak Pinoy. Kahit nasan ka man, kami ay mapapakinggan. Streaming worldwide. The future of radio in Manila, California, and Hong Kong. This is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin. Ito'y magpapakinggan.
Balikan na natin ang KPI, Kaunlaran at Pagbabago para sa inyo sa V81 Radio Worldwide.
Okay.
Hi there, and we are back. I'm having some lag in my connection, but we'd like to already again greet our other followers. Thank you po, Ninong Cap. Makikininong na din ako kahit na mas matanda ako. Kaya sabi ni Jonna Declaro, hi Jonna, and si Vanessa. Hello po. Someone's watching
Hello.
from UAE, si Andrew Fields. Hi, Andrew Fields. I wonder kung galing, no? Kasi he's not Pinoy. Usually, we cater to Pinoys, global Pinoys residing and
Baka naman
working.
half.
Yeah, maybe he's half, but he looks so Caucasian. I'm just
Talaga.
looking. And then, Pilar Largo, maraming salamat din sa panahon yung lahat at ni Cap. And thank you sa pagsuporta ng mga taga Bagong Kalsada. Yes, so ng Bagong Kalsada kasi kaya rin naman nagiging successful because it's a cumulative effort, it's everyone's effort. If it's just Cap, just ko, kailangan na niya tawagin ng militar. Kasi katulad, next week, our guest is Sampaloc. And my gosh, have you seen what's been happening there? They actually had to call in reinforcement from
Yes.
AFP. So that's,
Ibang level
you,
yun eh.
yeah, ibang level. You're saying it's scary, but then it's much scarier to infect other people.
Exactly, yeah.
And they don't realize that. Okay, so we have to call in Waya to tell her that it's her turn to share.
Okay.
Okay. And in the meantime, yes, what are you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna ask, were there any entries for the what people are thankful for, or did
No, not yet. Next week we'll have that.
Okay.
We'll have that. I'm thinking we can even have children, like your daughter.
Okay, pwede naman. Pero baka hindi matapos yung show. Very talkative ang daughter.
That's great. I mean, kasi we always have to look at it from a child's point of view eh.
Actually.
Parang, remember when you were young, you were just so excited about everything. And why can't that be now?
Yung daughter ko minsan, while we're having lunch or we're having dinner, kuwentuhan kami, papatigilan niya lahat. She say, everyone, listen to me. I want to talk about the coronavirus.
Oh, wow. How old is she? How old is she?
5 years old.
Wow. And then what did she say about the coronavirus? I'm curious because ano yung level of awareness of a toddler?
Yeah, so basically kinukwento lang niya. So it's like this. So let's say, for example, I go outside and then I go to the grocery and I touch something. And then when I touch something and then I go home and I touch you or I touch my face, then I give both of us coronavirus. So ganyan, nagaganyan siya.
Tapos, ano siya mismo, alam niya yun. I mean, I think the reason why she wants to start a conversation, I think that's why she's asking.
Yeah, no, she wants to have that conversation because she knows that everyone is talking about coronavirus. Kailangan kasama siya lagi eh. Laging constant promote ng daughter.
So where does she go? Ang galing. I wanted to ask, I'm so tempted to ask, where does she go to school? But then that's a little too personal. So we can do that.
Montessori school siya eh.
No wonder. That's where Josh went also. I remember.
Yeah, but kasi
Maria.
They went to Maria Montessori. Maya is here in Montessori of Loyola.
Yes, my daughter went there. It's a wonderful school.
Yeah, we're very happy there. We're very happy.
She learned how to read in 6 months. Then she just read through and through.
Right. Yun yung drills namin ngayon. After this show, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do drills, reading and writing, me and Maya.
Ang galing ng Loyola Montessori. Not the milestones that they can do. Okay, we're just waiting for Waya. Waya can you share your insights or
how I know her?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. As an introduction, kasi she's around na.
She's around na? Okay. So
yes, but you can tell them, para rin marinig ni Waya how you've impacted
Yeah, actually,
how she has
she's
impacted
very
your life.
influential. I don't know if she knows it, but she influenced our lives significantly, talaga. Me and Mia, because we learned about the keto way of life from her. Actually, it was mahaba pa yan eh, because my si Mia, my wife, is very close friends with her younger brother. So barkada sila, high school all the way through college. And so
Ah,
yeah, so I used to hang out with her younger brother, and then eventually, she reached out to Mia, because I think she knew at that time that Mia was looking for a way to lose weight, and then she said, I found something, you might be open to it, you might like it. And then at that time, I think she was starting her keto delivery business from
yeah.
from uh, from what's it, Gourmet Gypsy. So she started out like that. So my first exposure to keto food was really good food because it was from Gourmet Gypsy.
Yeah, and there are other things. They have other dishes na non-keto but very rustic. Masarap siya. Very
Yes.
galing. It's very inventive. So now can we ask her to come in and talk about this frontline food,
Yes,
frontline
please.
feeding? Yes.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, hello, good afternoon. Wow, you changed your hair
I
Yeah,
did
just 10
because of the
two
minutes
heat
na
days
because
ago.
2 days
It
ago.
was, yeah,
yeah.
Ang
super
init
hot. So
kasi.
I
Ako rin
shaved
eh.
my head.
Ako rin, sinave ko rin yung side.
And they
Kanya,
just since they're in strict quarantine, it's just her and her daughter who
mm,
chopped it
Oo
like
nga.
that. Buti na lang siya sa good head. I mean, it takes a special kind of hair. Like, I cannot do that because my hair, yung tubo, pa ganyan. Yours is pa like that.
Okay.
So it's not for everybody. Only for the brazen also. And that's wonderful because
Nagdadala naman yan.
yeah, nagdadala. You're doing the food eh. So, wala nang risk of
yeah,
hair
wala
Oh,
fall
nang,
hair
into
falling
the
ang
on the
init.
food.
food.
That's right.
Yeah, mainit. So, how has the experience been? Kasi we always hear it from the side of the frontline, the medical practitioner, the
Yes.
medical healthcare worker. For you, how did you, on day one ba, it was announced March 16, lockdown tayo. Did you start
Yeah.
giving out March
We actually
17?
we went on lockdown March 16.
Mhm.
So the week before, we were very, syempre, anxious about uh, what we were going to do as a restaurant. Were we going to shut down? Parang 2 weeks before, we said we were going to do more deliveries. We set up the resto so there's more social distancing.
Right.
And then, because there's not a lot of guidance from national government, and, it was very unclear
At
what
that time.
the setup was going to be.
Right.
So, we were changing the policies that we were doing from day to day, and we're just responding
Mm.
to how we were going to do things.
Adapting.
So, by that weekend, so parang events were canceling na left and right. So we decided, okay, let's just shut it down. Let's keep everyone safe. And then I received nga a call from a friend of mine who said, we're going to start providing food for frontliners. Are you in? I said, okay, let's do that. But before we do that, we need to make sure that everyone in our team is also safe.
Right.
'Di ba? So number one, we have to make sure we're not going to do any deliveries. So they're gonna have to pick up from us. We're going to be locked into the kitchen so that there's no risk that our staff will have to be commuting or walking because there was no public transport.
Mhm.
And we were going to manage a contactless delivery and pick up system and protocol so that everybody in the kitchen will be safe and that we
Say
can
how
continue serving the frontliners.
how does that work? Yung contactless way. Baka
Well, we set up like a table in our driveway. So people will come in, everybody who comes in needs to wear a mask. And then
okay.
we just put the stuff that they need to pick up or whatever they need to deliver on a table. So hindi kami
Right.
nagsasalubong,
Walang
nagkikita
hand
lang
to
kami,
hand any.
magkakawayan lang kami galing sa mall.
Oh.
Walang hand to hand
Right.
passing.
And then is there
Okay, so
like let's say
everything.
on
It
that
makes
table
things,
there's like alcohol on the table just in
yeah.
case?
And then
Meron.
it's sanitized every delivery and every pickup. So
Nice.
even, tapos yung log, nakahiwalay na rin doon. So the delivery and pickup logs are there. Then that's sanitized too, yung mga ganong bagay. So we really made sure that there's very limited contact so that, it keeps the food and ourselves safe. So sabi ko nga sa staff ko, if only one of us gets sick, tapos na to,
Mm.
di ba? We shut
Oo
down.
nga. Right.
Oo.
Especially since talagang if I understand correctly, I think that's where you're staying ba? As in you're locked in there.
Yes,
Is it
we're
open?
lucky. This is day 41. I haven't gone home in 41 days.
Oh, grabe. And then does anyone paano yung like clothes laundry,
Well, what's good is we're in Maginhawa where my school is.
right?
So my school is a vocational school for young adults with special needs. So it's actually set up for activities for daily living. So meron kaming laundry, meron kaming housekeeping area,
Kompleto.
we have a huge
Okay, at least.
kitchen. So it's actually, the best place for us to be in. It's
Oo nga.
big. There's enough rooms for everyone to live in with good social distancing. Yung
Right.
co-working space namin, naging TV room namin. We have a garden. So it's, yung parang
Ganda.
for a team to live together for 41 days.
Right.
It's challenging, diba? So,
Very.
but because we're in a place that allows us to have privacy and to, we have the comforts naman of having a washing machine, yung mga things like that.
Yeah.
So it has allowed us to survive this too.
At the same time, I think like after this lockdown or ECQ, sobrang grabe yung bond nyo na. Sobrang tight na
Oo.
talaga yung
Never
teamwork
na
and
namin kailangan
collaboration
mag-team
nila, ano?
building. Okay na. Okay na kami.
So, but being an MSME pa din, kasi you're not a big chain of restaurants, paano niyo nagagawa, the funding, and there's just so many things.
We've been supported by so many donors. It's unbelievable. Sabi ko nga, matutulog kami ng ubos. Walang pera, wala nang hindi namin alam kung may next day. Pero paggising namin sa umaga, meron na naman. Diba? We can continue again. People have donated rice, cooking oil, cooking gas, condiments, meats, and cash to keep us going. So parang it's amazing how talagang multiplication of
the biblical galing,
Right.
no?
We've never had, throughout the 41 days, we've never had a day na parang, bukas wala na tayong maserve.
Right.
It's never, ever happened.
And how are you able?
Similar to like, diba, remember earlier we were talking, Rachel, about law of attraction. I think parang ganun rin with sila Waya, because the intention is so strong to help. Parang the universe is also allowing you to keep going. Parang conspiring, helping you to keep going, Galing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she always does this, even with other calamities. With Taal eruption, you did this, right?
Yeah.
We've actually been, since, I think since Haiyan. And siguro, because we've had a history of, delivering relief goods to whenever there's a disaster, mataas din yung confidence and trust ng mga tao sa amin that we do deliver the goods. And also, it's we work with Salamat PH Healthcare Heroes and Frontline Feeders PH. So these are the more organized relief coordinators. So they work with the hospitals. We find out what the needs are. Para rin hindi patong-patong, like some hospitals will get too much food. May mga hospitals that don't get any. So here, we're able to coordinate with the hospitals, find out how many meals they need, when do they need it. It's distributed properly para rin hindi na sasayang yung food. Kasi very conscious din kami sa food waste. We get a lot of donations. Ang hirap kaya i-manage ang donations. Like this week we got 4 tons of vegetables. We have to make sure that's distributed to all the kitchens that are providing for frontliners.
Right.
And Kung may sobra, we donate to the barangays around us. We donate to other community kitchens. And then, syempre, tatadtarin mo lahat yun. Natuto ako gumawa ng kimchi, ng pickles, para hindi masayang. Kasi 7 tons ngayon, next week, di mo alam kung may gulay ka pa. So you have to make sure that, you have to preserve it. Like this morning, I made jam, yung mga ganyan. Homesteader.
Yes. And ang napaka-inspiring. I mean, that's what I keep saying, that you have to find inspiration in everything. If you look at her page, like she had a lot of tomatoes. So she made, parang it's a cross between what are you saying?
Parang putanesca, nakapunata. So yun, it's good din kasi nga, we have din, because it's a kitchen that's designed for business. Diba? We have a dehydrator, we have the means to process food properly. Yeah. So, nagagawan din namin ng paraan to make sure na hindi masayang. Kasi, syempre, yung intention ng donor is for it to, diba, to be delivered and to be eaten. So, you don't want it to go to waste.
You know what makes me wonder? Because the government has aid, is going to provide some financial aid to small and medium enterprises. Yeah. And there's a bracket of qualification. Ngayon, ang pinagtataka ko, kasi you volunteer a lot. So it seems like you mahaba PC. When in fact, you're saying na, you go by the day. Will they qualify? Kasi merong proseso. Are you in line?
We've been researching the things that, the government is saying. Like, for example, sa DOLE, yung camp program, we applied for it, but they're saying wala na daw pera. We don't know. Again, we're working with unclear guidelines. Ano ba talaga, diba? Parang they're saying they're going to give loans for small and medium enterprises. Yes. Yesterday, the announcement was only for micro enterprises, hindi small and medium. So, where does that leave people like us? So, I mean, hindi sa haba ng PC ito diba? I'm the only volunteer in this enterprise. Ako tsaka yung mga anak ko. All my staff that are here are paid full-time.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? So,
I feel you.
And we made sure that, they're going to be paid because they're all breadwinners.
Right,
diba?
Right. Yeah. So yun yung mga challenges.
The future is really very bleak for
very uncertain.
And there's no clarity at all from the government whether we're going to get support or not.
Do you participate in discussions regarding that? There are mga online webinars
there have been, but again, we're working with what? Diba? They're throwing out ideas. This is what we can do. This is what we can ask the government. And then the government comes back with what?
Mm-hmm.
Meron ba the small business wage subsidy, the one that just came out, I think, a week ago.
Yeah.
I think that's 5,000 to 8,000 naman financial assistance.
Yes.
Have you applied for that?
Well, nag-ano kami sa lahat ng in-applyan namin, SSS.
Okay, good.
Right.
Told, but again, ayun nga, you apply. The SSS website was down for like 30 hours after they announced it. So, I don't know if we can still get in there. So, yun nga, the problem also is you can't go to the offices and actually ask, right? It's all online. And they don't have, there's no one to call, yung mga ganyang bagay. So, it's been very, very tough. Oh.
Right.
No one to call because you're the ghostbuster already as it is. So, gusto ko kasi talaga pakita na how she has prepared the provisioning. She has provisioned the contactless. Kasi I was telling Ral earlier and everybody, I had a problem with my refrigerator, which is brand new. It bogged down. And then I was told, hindi pwede kasi hindi namin mapapalitan, walang technician dahil ECQ. But her setup is so impressive kasi ilalabas niya yung pagkain. Well, tapos yung everything is timed. Pick up, na yun nga, contactless. So, paano mo na set up? Ikaw nag-initiate niyan na tawag ka?
We had to initiate it. We had to initiate it, and we had to make sure na actually talagang inisip namin na husto to. Even like how will we let people know? So yung sa table, may signage, how are they supposed to act? You know, yung mga regular nagkaano sa amin, kunyari, bubuksan ko yung gate para papasukin sila. Sabihin ko sa kanya, o sige, bubuksan ko yung gate, pero hintay ka lang ng 5 seconds bago ka pumasok.
Imagine that.
Para pagpasok niya, wala na ako doon. 'Di ba, naka-retreat na ako doon sa behind our so lagi namin sinasabi, nandito kami sa North Korea, South Korea po yan, huwag kayong lalagpas.
And then ang maganda pa is, meron silang love notes, care notes for the recipient of the frontliner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
so
donors
extra
send
for-
us notes to put on the meals so that, you know, they can send messages of encouragement and, you know, keep the frontliners going.
And ang ganda ng
Sobrang-
plating. Ang ganda ng plating kasi I think that matters. I think the reason why we end up eating outside or ordering food because tinatambak natin yung food. And then one of my good friends, sabi niya, no, you just have to prepare it well so you don't feel demotivated. And that's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah, and we
I
do
think-
make an effort. Lahat ng meals namin may gulay, you know, because healthy food is also PPE, you know.
Yes,
That's right.
pinost niya yan kahapon. That's true because you know that really good effort went into it to make sure that it looks like that. I want to show something na meron pang plating kasi parang lalong sumasarap. So, let's see kung ang weird kasi nawawala
Prepared with love.
prepared with love at masarap. Hindi siya yung pansit canton, ha? Hindi pansit canton with puto. Hindi. Although, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I'm just not a fan. But hers is like, what's that rice? It's blue rice. I don't know how it became blue.
Blue
But
rice.
blue rice
We
with...
added ternate flowers to the rice. Kasi may garden kami dito, di ba? So our ternate flowers are going wild. So we used it for the rice we made and we served blue rice.
Kasi that's so comforting eh. Alam mo yung healthcare worker, because some of my friends are doctors, ang hirap daw talaga kahit yung PPE pa lang, para raw sila magbanyo, parang pawis na sila, feeling nila nag-workout sila just to get out of that. So, a break time for them to put up their feet and eat is such a luxury already. So, that's what she is doing. And later on, I will show a whole... right now, ano pa yung ibang mong nakikitang challenges? Of course, there's a subsidy, but in terms of providing for the frontliners or whenever there's calamity, what else can be done? Kasi
part of what we're doing now is not just providing for frontliners, but also providing for community kitchens. So we're supporting kitchens in Barangay UP Campus, in Cruz Naligas, in Old Capitol site. Meron kaming sinusupport na community kitchen sa Pagbabago, yung ARMK community kitchen doon, tsaka sa Caloocan, yung Bagong Silang. So, more than frontliners, we also need to, support our barangays. Ako, sobrang inis na ako dun sa pasaway narrative.
Yeah.
Diba? Because it's passing the buck to the people who are as scared of the virus as people like us, diba? The poor are not scared of the virus. They're as scared of it as we are. Diba?
Yeah.
But mas nakakatakot tingnan yung anak na walang makain eh.
Yes, diba? That's very Angelina Jolie. Diba? Because that's what she said.
Nagawa pa rin ako ng paraan para makakain yung pamilya ko, diba? So hindi ako pasaway. Gutom lang yung pamilya ko, diba? So if you want an effective lockdown, we have to make sure our communities are fed.
Yes, are provided for the very basic.
So parang sa akin, you can't call in the military to keep people there. Just send food, diba? They're saying 35 pesos isang bala, 35 pesos din ang isang kilo ng bigas, people. Diba? Yun na lang ang gastusan natin, pwede.
Or isang meal sa kalendarya, parang ganun eh.
Diba?
Yes, pero napakadami. So, paano yung scheduling ng pagbibigay ng food? I'm sure that's not every day from UP to the frontliners. Paano yun muna sa schedule? Pati scheduling, kailangan mong pag-strategize aside from the provisioning.
Our average is around 1,000 meals per day for frontliners. So, and then, nung Holy Week, umabot kami ng almost 2,000 per day because a lot of the kitchens were closed. So, to date, we've sent out over 50,000 meals.
And
to
to think
frontline.
Frontline Feeders has posted 110,000, having fed 110,000. And half of that is from your kitchen. My God.
Well, because I work with other groups, I also work with Salamat PH, Healthcare Heroes.
And
So
because
half,
you also nga supply itong other kitchens.
yeah, we also supply other hospitals. We supply food for private donors, mga ganong bagay. So, but yes, we are one of the biggest frontliner
Providers.
kitchens.
So,
But
are you able
open
to...
also for pick up delivery for like end consumers who want to?
Well, we're going to start on May 1. So
May 1.
we're going to transition. We're going to transition and start making some money because we
Yeah.
Right.
Pero meron ka pang bandwidth.
We are a business.
Meron ka pang
we are a
bandwidth for
business.
that. Manpower.
Meron,
I mean,
well,
meron
yeah,
ka pang manpower.
we do have the manpower for it. So now, medyo we're slowing down with the frontline feeding. One, also because the donors are slowing down. So that's a problem that we're facing because the donors were ready for April 14. Diba?
Yeah,
That was
then
the
14.
initial. It is extended to April 30, so merong mga nag-extend. Pero now that it's going to be May 15, we don't know how many donors will still be willing to shell out. Because, a lot of the donors are also small and medium enterprises that have reached the end of their rope. So that's another problem that we're going to face.
Yeah.
But they
So
were
dapat maging advisor ka. Calamity advisor. They have that in the States. For resiliency, I should connect you. But I'm sure you're that's within your network also. So what time does your day start for the kitchen?
6 a.m. we do breakfasts that are picked up at around 8, and then lunch is picked up around 11, dinners are picked up around 4 to 5 p.m. So our day, by 5 p.m., malinis na yung kusina, we're done for the day.
Right.
So,
by the day dumadating yung donor, yung mga meats or whatever, how about menu planning?
Market basket category ang aming menu planning. Diba? So, kung anong meron, yan yung lulutuin namin.
Pero how hard, no? It's hard to be in an organized chaos. I mean, my partner was a chef.
It really is. It's organized chaos.
Yeah. So, and then to have something unknown of what to do the following day is even harder. Kasi, and then, yung mga containers, paano pala yun? Saan galing yun? Donor given din yun? It's donated.
We buy it. May mga suppliers din naman kami. Meron ding nag-donate. So, halo-halo. So, kunyari, pagka kulang ng donations in kind, then we buy what we need to cover. Like, for example, meron kang karne, wala kang panggisa. So, bibili mo yung panggisa mo. Meron kang gulay, wala kang karne, bibili ka ng karne. So, depends sa So, titingnan mo what you have, what you have to plug in. So, yung ganyan na bagay. We have containers, we have rice, yung mga ganun. Make sure that every day, merong something. At kompleto kami to deliver.
So, since it's meticulously plated, does it mean you're very hands-on on inspecting that? Na parang, kasi di ba ganun yung mga chefs? Oh my God! Wala kang parang foreman.
Each plate.
Siyempre, I do. And, I work with a team that I've been working with in a restaurant that serves fine dining food. So, packed meal lang yan, kayang-kaya nila. Diba? So, we check. We take pictures. Diba? Mga ganong bagay. So, just to make sure that it's checked. But I don't have to look at everyone.
Right.
Yeah, so parang by random batch.
It's a good, I work with a good team.
Yeah, right. Thank you very much. And last year, I was looking at my FB. Last year, around this time, na-suspend yung work. Yesterday, work was suspended last year because there was an earthquake the day prior. Remember that earthquake that shook us, and
Oh, yeah.
it actually. So this year, this pandemic is upon us. So I wonder, di ba, parang what else is going to happen? Please, siguro the worst is almost over. And we're ready to be back to the new normal. And Dral and I will go back to Gourmet Gypsy Art Cafe. It's along
Oo,
Rosas
nami-miss
Avenue.
ko na
But
yung ice cream dun eh.
yes,
Favorite
and,
ice cream dun eh.
yes. Nako,
May ice cream na, Ral. Tumawag ka lang.
Talaga ba?
talaga, meron
Pwede
pa.
na
Okay,
mag-order.
sige. Okay. Pagkatapos ng show na to, expect a call.
And ano yung corner nyo? It's along, what's the grid there? It's Rosas Avenue, and what's the nearest intersection?
Mother Ignacia.
Mother Ignacia. Doon na sa,
Yeah.
tama. Now I like it because there's good parking. And very attentive kaagad ang mga staff because of that's the way they are, di ba? The staff kasi they have a number of them have special needs, and they tend to really give you all their attention. And
Very
then
well trained.
yeah, and no, also as they are, the way they are when they relate to you, because I have cousins also na on that spectrum. So they tend to give you parang the world. So merong ibang staff si Raya that would say, yun yung who's feeling awkward na parang has to explain, he's under training. And ako, familiar naman ako having read what Raya is doing, advocating, giving work to these special people. Napaka-multifaceted naman ang ginagawa mo. From helping them to the feeding. And then, what else? Also, are you an artist like your dad? The dad is...
No. Maarte lang po.
Maarte lang. But this was such a wonderful, wonderful discussion, and we'll have more. Gusto ko pang makipag-usap, but then I was telling Raya that we are actually going to feature her, the different things that she's into, the school. We want to go to school. We want to go to the school because it's a first here in the country. Meron ng iba na nag-employ. In Blue Ridge, there's another, I just tried, I haven't been there. There's another cafe that employs special needs, but I don't know. But for special needs to actually have a vocational, I think this is one of the first. Are there any other?
Well, there's a couple of others that also do
On vocational? Okay. That's good.
But I think ours is the first that goes straight to employment and entrepreneurship.
Yeah. So thank you very much. And she's always been so generous with her time. So ako ay tinding-intindi ko kasi nakikita ko yung post niya na parang she was overwhelmed from the lababo. So I feel you because my ref also bugged out that she cried big, fat, ugly cry, she said, quoting her post. And then the next day she had this beautiful, the next day she had this beautiful layout of all the tomatoes. So sabi ko, okay. Therapeutic, yeah.
Therapeutic.
Yeah, thank you very much. So we'll be in touch again. I'm serious, Raya, about the other. Yeah, so thank you.
Right.
I know
thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you, Ate Waya.
We'll be
okay. Say hi to
bye.
me. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
And bye. These are the wonderful people that were saying, we have to find inspiration. If you go to her page, I'm just constantly inspired. Gagawin ko din yan. To katulad ng kamatis or the blue rice. Pero wala ako ng flour na yun. So, I can't do it.
Hindi naman kailangan mag-blue rice.
Yeah. So once again, I'm telling everyone, and we're inviting everyone, Dral and I are inviting everyone to share what you have discovered, an activity you've discovered. Like, for example, me, the turmeric, tastes like spiked drink, and I love it. It's refreshing and tastes like spiked drink. And I'm thankful for my best friend who's done so much, who's like Raya, giving out their time with nothing in return. So what are you thankful for? Let's hear it next week. Send us a short video clip, like whether it's discovering how to make milk tea at home,
Right.
or
diba? Acquired new skills, diba? Finished
yes,
a course from, I don't know, an Ivy League school.
yes,
You know?
correct, from Harvard, because Harvard's
Diba? Mga
award.
ganyan.
Yeah, so what are you thankful for? Please send us a clip. It can be from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. And
Yeah.
we'll be working out something to give out to you for sending us that.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay, and so Ral, yes, thank you very much.
Yes, thank
Everybody,
you. Thanks
always
everyone for
be
watching.
thankful. So I have to drink, yeah.
Always.
And always. Goodbye, everybody.
All
And
right.
do send
Bye.
us by next week another interesting lineup of guests. We have Sampalok, who is undergoing, you've seen how
Right.
Sampalok is like right now, di ba? Talagang battle of the
Yes.
wills. And
Mhm.
another frontline feeder, another volunteer. They own Myron's, that
Okay.
steakhouse hamburger joint here in Makati. I love also. And runs the Ascot Kitchen. All right,
Okay,
so
exciting.
we have something to look forward to, another interesting conversation that will inspire us and more inspiration from our followers. Happy weekend and have a good
Yes.
week ahead. More to discover.
Happy
Okay.
weekend.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.
Ano na nga ba ang nangyayari? Babago ba? Umuunlad ba tayo? Kausapin natin ang ibang namumuno sa mga lokal na pamahalaan at national agencies na sumusuporta sa mga proyekto para sa kaunlaran. Libutin natin ang iba't ibang lugar sa Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao para malaman ang mga pagbabago at mga bagong destinasyon. Kilalanin kung sino-sino ang mga nasa LGU. Ano ba ang impact ng LGU sa araw-araw nating pamumuhay? Learn more about your city dito sa KPI, Kaunlaran at Pagbabago para sa inyo. KPI, Kaunlaran at Pagbabago para sa inyo. Samahan si Rachel Bonus at Raul Santos tuwing Sabado, 1:00 ng hapon, Philippine Time. KPI, Kaunlaran at Pagbabago para sa inyo. KPI, Kaunlaran at Pagbabago para sa inyo. Dito lang yan para sa inyo sa V81 Radio. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy. The future of radio. This is your all hits, all Pinoy internet radio station. This is V81 Radio Worldwide.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Radio.